Hello and welcome. My name is Kylie Bartlett, the host of the Web Celeb TV show, the world's first web TV show dedicated to helping entrepreneurs create buzz, build a brand, and get celebrity results in their business. This week's episode is all about exceeding the customer's expectation and delivering a great world-class customer experience. Now, customer service is the catch cry of the new millennium. You've only got to ask any business owner whether customer service is high on their agenda. Now, whether that company's big or small, you will find that they are constantly talking about customer service. Have a look at both small and large businesses' vision and mission statement, and somewhere in amongst it and in their values, there will be the mention of customer service. But why is it then, if customer service is so high on the agenda, that we are experiencing not just what I would consider average service, but downright awful customer service and customer experience out there when we are interacting in business? Now, what I have found is that many companies, large and small, are spending considerable amounts of money on building their brand and getting great publicity and building websites and interacting on social media. And yet, as soon as the transaction takes place, where the customer actually starts spending money with these service and product providers, that all of a sudden the customer service experience diminishes. You know, I've experienced time and time again where when you put a business to the test, they're not stepping up and delivering the goods. So today's episode is all about that. I've been teaching you for the last 5 weeks all about how to create a great brand and great publicity. But, you know, it can take a lifetime to build your reputation and great service, and it can be instantly taken away from you, your reputation, if you are not delivering an exceptional customer experience. You see, the customers today are far more astute than ever before. They're more educated, they're more demanding thanks to the internet, and they are not going to settle for average customer service. Now, sometimes the only difference between what you're delivering and your competitors is that customer experience, is that customer service. So it's no longer just a luxury or an add-on or something that you deliver to your VIPs. You must be delivering exceptional service and exceptional experience every moment of every day in every way. And so that's what I'd like to be talking about in this very episode. So why is it? Why is it that we are constantly accepting or experiencing bad service? Well, I think it's because we haven't done enough training, both in ourselves or in our staff, or we haven't got customer service up there as high on our agenda. We're doing everything we can to extract that sale out of people. And I'm talking both in a bricks and mortar business as well as an online business. And yet there isn't a lot of training or dedication or commitment put in to making sure that the customer experience is exceptional. So I want to talk about the difference between customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. You see, I'm hearing from speaking with a lot of my business colleagues and reading a lot of blogs and posts on Facebook that people are striving, or businesses are striving, for customer satisfaction. Well, I disagree. I think what you should be striving for is customer loyalty. Now, let me give you a scenario about what I'm talking about here. So let's say, for example, that you drink Pure Light Start milk. And that is the milk that you have every day. I want to work out now whether you're actually loyal to Pure Light Start, or it's just that you're satisfied. So here's a question I'd like to pose to you. If, like me, you drank Pure Light Start and it's 11 o'clock at night and you always go to bed having a cup of tea and you've run out of milk. So you get in the car and you drive down to Coles or Woolies and you pull up in the car park and you walk in and you go to the fridge, and there are no Pure Light Start left in stock. But sitting next to it on in the refrigerator is Rev, okay, the opposition brand. Now, the question I pose to you is, would you grab Rev and go home and make a cup of tea, or would you get in your car and go to another supermarket because you only drink Pure Light Start? Now, it's an interesting question that I'm posing here. You see, because loyal customers will get in their car and drive elsewhere because they are loyal to the brand. A satisfied customer will probably pick the Rev, because research has proven that 68% of customers that are satisfied are still prepared to go with another provider and be satisfied there as well. So don't be delusional around customer satisfaction. It's around customer loyalty. You want your customers, regardless if you've got something in stock or not, to be absolutely loyal to you and your brand. And the thing is, when you can build a loyal customer base, they are going to be your biggest advocate. That's where word of mouth, and they're prepared and proud to be able to promote you to other people that might be looking for your products and services. For me, I've been brought up to only put Shell Optimax in my car. Now, yesterday I was out on the road and I think I'd done about 300 kilometres and I had 12 kilometres left in my tank before I was going to run out of petrol. And I was a bit nervous because I was looking for a Shell service station to ensure that I could put Shell Optimax in my car. Because for me, putting Mobil or BP or Caltex, I'm very loyal to the Shell brand. So that's a great example of customer loyalty versus customer satisfaction, where maybe someone else might have just driven into another service station. Same with the milk example. So do a bit of an audit on your business. Have a think about it. Are your customers genuinely satisfied, or are they genuinely loyal? And so I'm going to give you what I believe to be the foundational pieces to building a loyal customer base versus a satisfied customer base. Okay, so here we go. Number one is, first, you need to be consistent. So every time that you interact with your customers, and I call them touch points. So every time you touch your customer, whether it's in an email or autoresponder, whether it's in a blog, whether it's on the telephone, whether it's in a tally seminar, whether it's in when you're delivering your products and services, it must be consistent day in, day out, and not just by you as potentially the owner of the business, but by every staff member in the business. I think McDonald's is a superb example of a business that delivers a consistent level of product and service. Now, I don't know if any of you have travelled around the world, and even in third world countries, well, these days it tends to be a McDonald's on every corner. And I will always go into McDonald's to use their toilets because I know consistently that they are going to be clean, because they place a significant emphasis on cleanliness within their stores. And now, not that I eat McDonald's a lot, I'm not into McDonald's, but you have to admit, when you buy a McDonald's burger, give or take a couple of poppy seeds or a squirt of sauce or ketchup, they are pretty much the same hamburger, whether it's in Australia, America, India, Bali, Japan. Give or take 1%, they have really nailed the consistency. So I'd like you to start to consider, are you delivering a really consistent level of product and service? Also, you need to be intentional. So you need to have the right intent. Customer service and customer satisfaction and loyalty and the customer experience needs to be high on your agenda. It needs to be part of your company's values and a part of the vision for your business. And I think that if customers can see that you have a high intent to deliver a great customer experience, they're more inclined to forgive you if you make a mistake. But it's the little things that make the big differences, and I call these the 1%ers. So is your intent are you being vocal with your intention? There is nothing worse. And the other day, 2 days ago, I bought a seminar ticket online, and I was able to upgrade to what they called a VIP ticket, and you could click on the button to upgrade. So I spent $27 from going to a free seminar to $27 to sit in the VIP section, and when I paid my money, the link was broken on their shopping cart. Now, that is not a good customer experience. So it's those little things that are starting to impact on whether I think this company is world-class or average. But what I'm looking for is, if their intent is there, I think the customer is far more forgiving if it can see that you have a great intent to deliver a great customer experience. So number one, be consistent. Number two is having a right intent. Number three is about being different. What is it that you are doing to separate yourself from your competitors in the crowd? I used to own an eBay store, and regardless of what my customers bought from me, I'd pop an additional little present in their gift or in their product that they'd buy. So it might be a bag of jelly beans, or coming up to Easter, it might be some little Easter eggs, or Christmas, it might be a little Christmas decoration that had my logo on it that they could hang on their Christmas tree.